Hey collective, I'm back. Okay, so the last video I was speaking on how these people, they're fear and shame based people, and I keep referring back to sex because that's the main thing they try to use to shame people these days. Yes, sex is a beautiful thing. It's a sacred act. It really and truly is. And some of us are supposed to some of us have had more partners than others, or some of us none at not experienced at all, and or have just haven't had like the same number. Everybody has a different experience with everyone. No interaction is supposed to be the same, and the thing is like in this matrix, right? They want you well, we're not in the matrix anymore, but in the matrix, right? That's not I'm not going to correct that. In the matrix, they want everyone to have the same experience with everyone. It's kind of weird. It's like everybody's supposed to interact the same way. Everybody's supposed to say the same thing and greeting. Everybody's supposed to be having the same conversations. Like you could have the same conversations but on a different frequency, but they want to keep you in a low frequency so that you're easier to control. Because when you're easily offended, triggered, obsessed with something, right? Because usually offense comes from some sort of obsession is what I tend to see with people, even in myself. Like sometimes I'll get offended at like something that I would be doing throughout my daily, and it's just like I can't believe like I this is happening right now. Like I would like when I was having brain fog and everything like that, and they want people stuck in that. They want people stuck in judgment, casting judgment on each other without calling judgment on themselves. Because calling judgment on yourself it's a scary thing at first, but then it's just like it just gets easier. Like I was transmuting the shit out of some energy last night, like right before my dream state, because that was an attack. It was a bunch of doubts casted or whatever, and it's just like this is stuff I never cared about. And that, like at one point, they were able to put like put a little concern. I won't even say fear, some concern about the shit they were talking, but it's just like it's just shit. That's just all it is, shit that they're talking. And this is not of my frequency. It's not of my mindset. It's not of who I am or ever was or ever will be. At least that's not my intention. Um, the Most High forbid that ever I ever become one of them, and or of that low of a frequency. But like I've said it before, revenge porn is basically sex trafficking. Because it's just like, think about what they're doing. They're trying to shame you. They're trying to shame any potential lovers you may have, partners, any potential connections, be it business, be it friendship. That is used to, like, it's trafficking in general. It's trafficking of your money. It's trafficking of your opportunities. It's trafficking of all of your connections and friendships, depending. But it also is also like a filter for anyone who really isn't down for you, who really is not a ride or die when they come into your life, and they come in on false pretenses. So it's like the acceptance is that there's always going to be people like this, especially on this planet. And the idea is just to be able to easily alchemize the energy and better protect yourself through each interaction with everyone, if you should it be needed, until you find the connections that you don't need, the real ones, the ones that you don't need to protect yourself from. The ones that you don't need to alchemize the energy, and you can just talk about it, and that be that, and you decide to move on, or you decide to proceed in agreement, or in agreement to disagree. And they keep they try to use you against you. And that's why it's so important to know you, because if you don't know you, then they can use you against you. That's why they put out testers. They'll say shit, little slick shit, and in passing or just across the way, in an attempt to find out where your mind is. And not gonna lie, I have played along to see where they're. It's like it's test the spirit, right? So it's like once they open that gate, you're allowed to do it too. Test the spirit. Like I test people because I want to know who I'm standing next to, who I'm working next to, versus somebody comes and tell me something about the person, and then I'm just like, oh my gosh, I've already formed an opinion that is not my own. It's not my opinion. It's not my experience, it's not my perspective with this person. You know, maybe to a few people, they may have been a low down dirty dog, but to me, they show me what they mean when they say dogs are loyal. Because dogs are disloyal when you don't fucking treat them right. So, yeah. And then also, you got to think about there's some loyalty you just don't want. You don't want loyalty from some people because their loyalty is them creating chaos in your life. And I've had some people like that around my energy for the longest. They have been in my energy or trying to stay in my energy, and they just use anything to claw into your energy for dear life. And it gets sad because it's just like I'll meet them in one business type, one corporation type, one type of setting, and they'll be following me to another type of setting. I'm like, what is this? Like, this ain't got nothing to do with that. And I'll see you when I get back to that arena or aspect, wherever that may be. And like they'll take your personal life and like spread it around where whatever you do, they pocket watch you, they try to watch it, see if you're dating someone, try to get towards them. And I'm just like, this has nothing to do with whatever issues you got going on within you. You need to go heal yourself, go fix that shit and whatever you got going on that has you out here on demon time like this. And you gotta learn how to leave it at that and let it go. And it takes a lot because it's just like it's a constant struggle. It's an uphill battle, literally, with people who are determined to stay in their ego or stay imbalanced in their ego, and people who are ready to balance out their ego so that they can move forward. And some people simply refuse and act like they like it there. But if you like it there, you don't have to go seeking elsewhere. You don't have to go seeking help. You don't have to go, like recruiting people to find out, put monitoring spirits on people and find out what they're doing and reporting on you. What was your conversation? What did she say? What did he say? Do you say anything about his money? What are his plans? Or, there's that type of crap. Like, who does that? Like, who gives a fuck? Like, what about your plans? That's what I'll be asking. Like, what are your plans for your future? What's your next move? And you can guarantee that they might lie to you because their next plan is centered around that person. Like they don't have shit else to. They act like they don't have shit else to live for. That's what they act like. Meanwhile, these people have mortgages, HOAs, car notes, insurance, what else? House insurance, and all kinds of